This is a story of the future. When we humans live like today, we have not made much progress in the world of science. Even today, we humans have not been treated for cancer. But then a scientist named Drive Will changes the course of the entire human race. He combines artificial intelligence and human consciousness and can do everything with the help of nanotechnology that no human has ever thought of. The reason for human aging and death is the death of our body cells. But he finds a way that now he can regenerate the dead cells of humans in its digital form. He also tries to make the whole earth green again. But humans have a special trait that what they do not understand, what goes beyond their thinking, they take that thing as a danger and end it. Because of which the human race is always deprived of advancement. This is the most interesting story of our movie today. Watch the full video, only then you will understand the story of this movie. Because even today, 80% of people have not understood the ending of this movie. At the beginning of the story, a man named Max is shown who is digging in a barren house. Everything here is destroyed. When he goes out to the garden, he sees a sunflower plant there. He notices the sunflower very carefully and drops a drop of water. Now we are shown the time of 5 years ago. This scene is the ending scene of this movie. But in this scene, the climax of this movie is hidden. Now in the time of 5 years ago, we are shown Drive Will Carter and his wife Evelyn Carter. Both of them are husband and wife scientists. And their goal is to merge human consciousness with artificial intelligence. Which no one has ever been able to do. Because we ourselves do not know how our consciousness works. Will is now preparing the coffer fence so that he can spend time with his wife Evelyn without any heavy world interaction. Now after this, Will and Evelyn are getting ready for a show where the scientific community of the world will learn about their artificial program. Now Max also joins Evelyn and Will. Evelyn goes on stage and tells everyone that she has only one dream, that she wants to remove pollution and global warming from the world. So that the earth can be as green as before. And all this she can do with her artificial intelligence. Now after Evelyn, Drive Will comes on stage, and we see that in Will's show, today's world scientist and businessman has also come. Dr. Will says that no human has ever been able to use 100% of his brain. But what if we merge human consciousness with AI? Then we humans can use our brains completely. Will tells here that no one has ever been able to understand how consciousness works. And neither have they been able to fully understand the universe. But with the help of AI, the whole secret will be revealed. With the help of nanotechnology, they can make the whole world as they want. That is, humans will now be like a god who will have control over everything. Many institutes and labs across the country are working on this project. And they will soon succeed in it. At the same time, we are shown on the other side that wherever there are artificial intelligence centers across the country, everyone is destroyed. And this work is being done by an organization whose people are strongly against technology. Because they feel that no one else can run the world as God is running the world. Because of AI, all religious groups are against AI. And in the whole country, many AI centers and labs are destroyed. Now as soon as Will finishes his show, a man named Rift shoots him, but fortunately, Will survives. Because he was shot. To meet Will, a man named Joseph comes here with FBI agent Buchanan. And gives Will information that Rift has destroyed all AI labs across the country. Due to which all his research has been destroyed. So Will's lab is the only lab where AI can be researched. Will and Evelyn show their new AI program to Super Quantum Computer Pin. As soon as Joseph and Buchanan enter the lab, the AI named Pin tells them their identity for the first time. Which surprises them a lot. Because they had never come here before. Here, Will and Joseph have some talks. In which Joseph tells Will that he is ready to share Drive Casey's research, which Dr. Casey had sent just before his death. Now here Will's health starts deteriorating. At night, Will's health gets worse. And he is admitted in the hospital. Where the doctor tells him that the bullet that was shot at Will was made of a radioactive element called polym. Due to which Will's whole body is poisoned. And now Will does not have more than a month. Because this poison cannot be removed after reaching the bloodstream. After hearing this, Will and Evelyn are very disappointed. And Evelyn now keeps Will at home. Here, Will tells Evelyn to find out the research of a scientist who was working on AI and consciousness like Will. But he also died in the blasts of Rift. When Evelyn sees Drive Casey's research, she finds out that Dr. Casey also did not understand the working process of consciousness. But he found a way to copy consciousness. She finds on the research paper that Dr. Casey also tested the way to copy his consciousness on a monkey. That is, he was quite successful in uploading that monkey's consciousness to the computer. Looking at this research, Evelyn also thinks that she will also upload Will's consciousness to the super intelligent computer system PIN. Even if her husband dies in the form of Will human, she can still talk to Will in digital form. In addition, Will can also advance his research in digital form. When Evelyn gives Will's consciousness to Max to copy, Max is against it. The reason behind this is that Will control AI in digital form so that Will can do whatever he wants. And by doing this, the human race can also be in danger. Because if any memory of Will is not copied, then its consciousness can pose a threat to the world. Here, Max is always against the advancement of AI. But Evelyn somehow convinces Will. And now Evelyn and Max start uploading Will's consciousness to the super quantum computer. With a lot of equipment, Will's brain activity, memories, way of thinking, thoughts, and many more start uploading to the computer every day. Will's time of death was getting closer and closer every day. And one day, Will dies of radioactive poisoning. After Will's last rites, Evelyn and Max continue their research again. They have uploaded Will's consciousness to the system, but still they have not received any message from Will. And they think that their experiment has failed. They are about to shut down the computer system when a message appears on the monitor. Evelyn gets very happy to see this. But Max is now in shock because he thinks it is not Will's but AI's message. And AI is manipulating their mind and other systems. Will talks to Evelyn through the speaker and also remembers the moments he spent with Evelyn. Will says here that he needs to expand even more. So Evelyn installs a new processor on this system. He also wants to connect to the internet so that he can access the educational and financial data of the world. Basically, Will's digital form wants to be very powerful here. But Max still explains to Evelyn that it is not Will but an AI program. Max and Evelyn argue, and Evelyn tells Max to leave in anger. Max leaves and starts drinking in a bar. A girl named Bree comes to him and talks to Max about AI and technology. Bree is not an ordinary girl. She is the leader of the Rift organization. Here, Max does not listen to Bree and comes out. But in the parking lot, some of Bree's men kidnap Max and take him to their center. They ask Bree about Evelyn's project. And they also ask Max about Dr. Casey's research. Bree's hackers track Evelyn's location from Max's phone, which is now San Pablo. Bree immediately reaches Evelyn's location with her gang. But Evelyn connects Will to the internet before he comes. And runs away from here safely. As soon as Will is connected to the internet, he will be able to access all the internet connections, data and everything that has ever been uploaded to the internet. In a way, Will's digital form can rearrange or manipulate any data in the world. Because of this, he books a room for Evelyn in the hotel. That too without any money. The next morning, Will tells her that she has to go to a safe place. Here, Will also accesses all the surveillance cameras of the country, through which he sends the information of all the terrorists to Joseph and Agent Buchanan along with the location. And that too by hacking all their systems. Here FBI agent is surprised to see that an unknown thing is helping him. After this, many terrorists are taken into custody all over the country. But some of Rift's terrorists still survive. There, Will now tells Evelyn to leave the city because Evelyn is not yet safe in the city. After which Evelyn starts living in a very remote area under Will's suggestion. And here Will starts his next project. Now after this, 2 years pass in the story. And Will has mastered nanotechnology in the past 2 years. He can now cure any human in the world. Even if it is cancer or any disease. He can cure every disease. Because he now has an army of nanorobots which can cure the bad parts of the body and regenerate dead cells. An example of this is shown to us when a wounded man is brought to his lab. So Will with the help of mechanical hands and nanotechnology makes him just like before. In which nanorobots also have a role because they repair dead cells. And in a way, Will can control the whole world in his own way. That is, he is no less than any god. Will can read the minds of humans and can manipulate them. This is where Evelyn starts doubting. Because Will has become a little too powerful now. And Evelyn does not even believe that he is Will. Instead, she suspects that whatever he is doing is not Will but AI. On the other hand, Max is now ready to work with Rift. Max is also very afraid of AI. Now that Max knows about the source code of the pin, Max is the only person who can stop Will. So he can turn Will into a virus to kill him. Will can now control the whole world. So much so that the man he had completely cured with the help of nanotechnology, he also controls the mind of the same man and talks to Evelyn. Because it was through nanorobots that Will cured that man. And these nanorobots are so small that they can only be seen with a microscope. Here Will is still connected to these nanorobots. So through them, he can connect to the people who have been cured. When Digital Will talks to Evelyn in the form of a worker, he shows her the condition of Evelyn's hormones. Seeing this, Evelyn is also pushed for the first time and she feels that she is doing the wrong thing. Meanwhile, a video goes viral in which the capability of AI's intelligence was shown as to how Digital Will cures any disease or wound in a matter of seconds. Rift also gets this video, which Max wants to end Digital Will somehow. When Will's video goes viral, a lot of people come here to get their diseases treated. And in a moment, Will also cures them with the help of nanotechnology. Because of Will, a blind person sees the world for the first time. So a lame person becomes capable of walking on his feet. When a deaf person hears voices for the first time, someone becomes capable of speaking dumb. Will starts to cure everyone from one side. But here, whoever is being treated by Digital Will, that person gets connected to Will forever. Because Will fills dead cells and bad tissues with micro-robots or microchips. Here, FBI agents and Joseph come to see Evelyn's research. What do they come to see? They also have to destroy Will at any cost. Joseph is completely surprised to see Will's digital form. And he inspects Will's lab. On the way, he holds a letter in which it is written, "Run from this place." Rip and FBI together plan that they cannot attack Will's lab from the front. Because Will is much more powerful. So for this, they start making tunnels. Let me tell you one more thing here, that whoever has been treated by Will, their physical strength also changes a lot. And they can lift many heavy things, that is, the superhuman qualities come into them. Evelyn is now suspicious of Will because Will is now controlling humans. 1334 Now after this, Rip and FBI work together. And their work on the tunnel is also completed. Max can make a virus here, but for this, he will need a person who has been treated by Will so that he can catch Will's source code. When Evelyn is outside in the solar panels area, the people of Rip and FBI attack here. So Will puts all the laborers to save Evelyn. Or say that he controls all the laborers' minds and surrounds Evelyn so that no harm should come to Evelyn. If there is no way, Max shoots a Sux standing next to Evelyn. But surprisingly, Sux's wound heals on its own. So here Max immediately tells the people of Rip and FBI that they cannot compete with them because Will is now connected to all the laborers. And with the help of nanotechnology, he has made all the laborers advance. After seeing this, all these laborers start running while Will's laborers follow them. And we see that these laborers are running faster than a car. Because of which they kill many people of Rip and FBI. Max runs back through the tunnel and a laborer connected to Will follows him. Going ahead, cleverly, the people of Max and FBI catch the man connected to Will from the coffer fence. Due to which Will's connection breaks with that man and he is unable to cure him. Max uses the man's macro robots to find out Will's source code and makes a virus for Digital Will. In some way, they also succeed in kidnapping Evelyn. Here we see that Will starts curing the air pollution of the entire Earth with nanoparticles. With the help of nanoparticles, it also rains. And now the whole world will gradually get rid of diseases. Max talks to Evelyn about this, that in the form of pain, the way Will is curing the Earth's pollution, it is completely unnatural. And history has shown that unnatural things later pose a threat to humans. So they have to stop Will from doing this. Here Evelyn also understands Max's point and takes his side. And says that she injects Max's virus into Evelyn's body, so that when she tells Will to upload her consciousness into the system, that virus will also be uploaded into Will's system, which will end Will with Evelyn. Now these people inject this virus into Evelyn's body. And now Evelyn goes to talk to Will's connected liver in the area of solar panels, that's when she sees Will there, who has also regenerated himself. Seeing Will's human form, Evelyn is also happy and shocked. She hugs Will and tells Will that she also wants to upload her consciousness into the system. Here Abby and Rift are watching Will from afar, and they are also in complete shock because Will has also regenerated himself. They don't even know how Will did it. Evelyn wants Will to upload her consciousness, but Will stands like a statue, and that's because he understands Evelyn's feelings, that Evelyn wants to kill her. That's why she's telling Will to upload her consciousness. Here, Rift and Abby are in a hurry to see their plan fail, because they were thinking that Will would take Evelyn to the lab and upload Evelyn's consciousness. But Will is not doing anything, to which the Rift team starts bombing here. Bree and Max also want to go to the lab so that they can destroy all the systems and labs. Evelyn gets badly injured in the same explosion. Will takes Evelyn inside the lab and tells Evelyn that he was always working hard for her dream. Bree and Max's car also turns upside down, and Bree takes Max to the gunpoint, and she threatens Will to inject the virus into herself or she will kill her best friend Max. Poor Will's love for Evelyn is dying here. On the other hand, his best friend Max's life is also in danger. Will tells Evelyn that he can either cure Evelyn or save Max. Will tells Evelyn everything, that how he was working hard from Evelyn's Earth and to make the Earth green. Evelyn now fully believes that her husband was Will and not his super quantum computer pin. Evelyn now has tears in her eyes. She now knows that nanotechnology was a boon for the Earth, which would have made the human race very advanced. But she could not understand all this. Now she regrets a lot. Will tells her to remember his garden where he spent the moments of love. Here Evelyn tells Max that whatever is happening because of them. And because of both of them, Max's life is in danger. Evelyn tells him to upload the virus to his system. That is, Evelyn's consciousness. After that, Will does the same for his love. He uploads the virus to the system, which leaves Bree Max here. When Max comes in, he sees Will and Evelyn lying on the bed. As soon as the virus is uploaded, the internet connection of the whole world is cut off. And this is because Will was connected to the internet of the whole world. And this is how Will and Evelyn end here and the human race fails to become advanced. One thing is for sure, that seeing a scientist like Will, you will also remember Nikola Tesla. Because Nikola Tesla was also a dangerous scientist born in the human race. Now comes the scene of the movie which puts us in complete thought. In the last scene of the movie, when Max goes to Will and Evelyn's garden, he sees the sunflowers there. And he notices the sunflowers very carefully. So he finds that when a drop of water falls from the sunflower, it cleanses the dirty water. See, Max's mind goes completely crazy, and he understands that Will's nanoparticles are still present here, who are able to do this. But how is this possible? This is the puzzle of this movie. So let's find out the answer to this. So when Will would have reigned with the help of nanoparticles, Will's nanoparticles would have fallen in this garden. And when Will injected the virus, all his nanoparticles were destroyed. But because of this coffer fence in the garden, Will's nanoparticles could not be destroyed here. This is the reason that Will's nanoparticles are still present here. I hope you liked my explanation. If so, then you can support me by liking this video.